Welcome back, everybody. An old barn on Route 462 has become the site of the most interesting business in York County. One of them, at least. American Daydream is now your one-stop shop for all things vintage and retro. But the story of how all of it came together, now that is a pretty good slice of Americana, too.
Everyone drives by and sees an old barn, and they have no idea what's inside.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Called Atomic Video. 80s, 90s is now coming around. Mid-century modern. Also a little bit of pop culture too. We try and make sure that every vendor is completely different. Here we have a lot of Gothic oddities and stuff like that. And all of them are original posters from the movies. Original Star Wars, from Nintendo Power. We work 7 days a week.
And we sit right across from each other.
Yeah.
So we see each other like 24/7.
Yeah.
20 years and counting. Greg and Maria Kohler are as inseparable as any couple I've ever sat down with.
A lot of our dates were going picking and
Yeah, it was fun.
yard sale or an auction or something like that, and we were just collecting.
You could safely say collectibles are at the root of this relationship.
Muscle Men, old radios, pop horror, ponies, Rainbow Bright.
So when the Kohlers bought and rehabbed this barn and its neighboring home off of Route 462 in East York in 2018 and turned it into American Daydream,
We invested our entire future in this place.
it made their passion a reality, creating the vintage shop that appeals to everyone.
It's all uranium, anything that glows. G.I. Joe. You know, I grew up, my mom would want to go into a store, my dad and I would sit in the car. Well, what if the whole entire family was invited?
He doesn't like seeing people sit in the cars. It's like, come inside, see what's in here.
Yeah. Starlog, Fangoria, kind of break into the 1980s. Ghostbusters, to masks, to wrestling.
Which brings us to why we're here today. Greg and Maria want American Daydream to become a sort of roadside attraction, but to do so, they want something really big out front here. Something iconic, something personal, something very rare. Named after one of his grandfathers, Greg designed Balthazar, a red panda, to be his store's mascot. Now he just needs the right person to make it, out of fiberglass or 3D printed.
I believe if I build this and it's big enough, people from all over the world will come to get a photograph with it.
It's the intentions of these two that get you, to be the best in their field and be the best for their community.
Just trying to make people proud of York.
You can't help but find it all incredibly endearing.
I want to make York special. I want people to go. Like I always say, I want to make Lancaster jealous that we're not there.
And I want to say a good morning to Greg and Maria Kohler watching us right now. He's well on his way to doing something really special. He's got over 40,000 views on Instagram. I heard about this place from many people working here. They were like, you got to go check it out. And I knew about that barn growing up because I used to live in Howland Township.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up. And I'm like, they restored the barn. It's a beautiful
cool.
thing. You see the Bob's Big Boy out front, you know, the guy, little waiter guy. But that Balthazar, that big red panda. If you know somebody out there, or maybe you're watching and you do 3D printing or fiberglass work, shoot me an email, find me on Facebook, and I'll connect you with Greg because he is looking for somebody to do that. It's a Field of Dreams thing. He says, if I build this, people are going to come to get a picture with it and
Love it.
you know, from all over, and he might be onto something.
What a cool spot. I loved that story.
I told you need to go.
I've got to check it out for sure.
You and Aaron have to go.
Yeah.
For sure. Tony, you too.
I would love to see.
Yeah.
Two-story, everything is what's in there.
Everything you can
Everything,
imagine.
yeah.
And they are such a great couple, it seems. I just love their passion about the York community and being here, you know?
And that is the root of it. You know,
Yeah.
it all comes down to the people that are behind it. And that's really, I'm glad I could tell their story this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lots of wonderful people here in South Central Pennsylvania.
Absolutely.
Just a great part of the state. Great part.